Hello everybody and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Project. And in the last episode of this two-part mini-series, I did the basic setup of our tier 1 research facility, which just does the blue science, and that means that we're automatically now researching all the things we need to get towards space and endgame and making Dyson Spheres. And I left the last episode with where can we build a mall, and our mall will build all the stuff you see on the screen here, so that we can easily build new things. So it's really like a mini episode tutorial type thing. And I said that I wanted to check the grid lines. Now, if you see here, this patch of land, the grid lines run nicely in alignment with the island. So this is a good spot to build a mall. Whereas if we come up here and look at this island, you'll notice the island runs at 45 degrees to the grid lines. And that means that every time we're trying to build something, it's just going to be painful. Our factories that we build will be incredibly short and stumpy, and it's just going to get in the way. So forget that half of the island. What we want to do is build something on this half of the island and make sure that it runs nice and smooth. Now, before that starts, I need to clear all of the trees and bushes, certainly between this factory and this factory. So I'll do that now, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to start placing some blocks. Well, not blocks, but, you know, machines and items and factory stuff, that kind of thing. It's not Minecraft anyway. Anyway, see you in a second. All right, welcome back. So we've managed to get a little bit of construction done. I got the miners down here on the copper and on the iron top right, you can see. Plenty of research going on, automated, thanks to the fact that this is still running. So what I wanted to go is, you can get build planners for these games. I'm not going to use one, and the reason for that is I just don't want to. But yeah, if you look at these tier 1 items, these are all raw materials, right? So this comes from ore, this comes from ore, this comes from stone, and then this tier 2 is a little bit ambiguous. So this one comes from ore, this one comes from sort of 2 other components, and then this one comes from stone as well. But now I'm going to ignore stone because I think the stone production I have here at the moment is perfectly adequate. And what I want to do is I want to get plenty of the copper and the iron going, and the magnets. So my iron belt's here, and I'm trying to think, where do I want to put my raw iron production? Because ores aren't really the raw material I need, it's the things they produce. So what I'm thinking currently is I probably don't have enough smelters. Almost certainly not. How many do I actually have in my inventory? 0. So I need to make some smelters. So let's grab some raw resources for the smelters. What do I need for that? I need some circuits, I need some plates. So not too hard. Oh, that's going to be big. Grab 200 of those, and we'll grab, I don't know, 101 of those. Should be enough. Now we want to make, let's say, we'll make 10 of these, so we always got some on stock. Helps get rid of the raw materials we're carrying as well. And I think this space here is actually big enough for what we need to do. Because what I can do is I can put magnets on one side, and I'm fairly certain if we look at this, these are only consumed by one thing, and it's these magnet coils. So, and considering that copper and magnets are that, I can make my magnets here, send them up and around, and they'll be next to the copper, ready to go, because I can put the plates up here. And everything I need is iron plates. So let's grab our smelters, which I'm guessing is under here. Now, in general, we need a few of these. So let's say we go for 4, because that's what I can fit in. And I can't do the same here, but let's see if I can get 1, 2, 3, 4. So this looks good to me. I'll grab the conveyor belt and we'll just bring it down here a bit more, because it'd be good if all of them can reach it. I'll bring plates off this side and I'll bring this off top. Now, I want magnets. Can I copy these? Yes. Shift. No. Oh, that makes... Oh, and if I click here, yeah. Does that copy my recipe across? It does. Oh, that's so handy. All right. And I want place this side. So let's copy that and we'll just place it here. That solves one bit of the problem. Second one, we need power. So we want to do the power in a way where we cover as many of these as possible with as few resources as possible. So that covers most of them, and that will cover the other half. Now, the good thing about this, if I ever need more, I mean more than the 4 of these I've got each, I can do it later. I can always change this around a bit. But for what we're doing, for the mall, we don't need a lot of production, really. What we need is steady production, because eventually it's going to get full. And once it's full, it's done. Like, there's nothing more for it to do. Its job is to produce resources, and as long as it can do that for us, then, you know, its job is done. I think with this conveyor, we'll just start at one back and we'll make the inserters, not the inserters, the sorters stretch a little bit. We'll bring this down here like this, and we'll try and save some space. So what I'll do is I'll bring that here. So that's our raw production of iron. Now, it's only copper plates here, but I think we need a lot of copper plates because it goes into a number of things. We also need a lot of iron plates by the looks of it. So let's have a look. I need plenty of iron plates. I need might need more iron plates than I'm producing here. So what I'll do, because iron is important, can't necessarily get any more of these in here, right? But I can get some more over here. So maybe we'll have 8 of these iron ones, and I want to sort the power out here as well because this isn't covered. So grab one of these and we can drop it in here. I'd like to try and connect it up to the grid in 2 different ways if I can. Oh, come on. No, that would be the spot for it. So I'm going to drop this one here because that will cover the next 2. And I'm just going to drop this there as well, so I've got plenty of cover. So let's get another 2 of those in. And I think that will be enough now. So everything here is now working, producing that. Now we need to do copper. We don't need as much copper as everything else, so let's do half the amount of copper. And for now, what I'm going to probably do is we'll chuck it all on one side. Like this. And I think that will be okay. That's my hope. So one thing we could do is we can have the copper output here. Like this. And for now we'll have the iron coming up here and going across. But if we ever feel like we need more for the copper, then we can just put another 4 here, or we can take this line and bring it along here instead. But this gets a lot of our raw materials going. Now see, we need power, so let's get the power going. I want to try and do this in 1, so I'm just going to drop that. Can I go there? I can. Alright, so everything's running low on power. Why is that? Because we are not generating enough. So let's come back over here, because something cool researched earlier. Can we make it is the first thing. So we got this, which allows us to make power. Allows us to make specifically thermal power, and we've got so much coal here that we're just not using. We might as well burn it and make even more power. I'm just gonna come here and grab a couple more iron plates, because if we don't have it, we'll need it. And this buffer chest is getting full, and I think there's a little bit of space just here where we can put these power plants down. Yes, there is. So let's grab, where are they? Here? Grab a couple more. And come back to here. So 5. Now these things, I believe, will produce a lot more power. So let's drop a, how do we want to do this? I don't know why there's so many inputs. It only takes coal and it gives nothing out other than power. I'd rather have them in a line. Let's build one. Let's have a look. So you're just going to generate power. How much power would you generate though? This is a question I have. Now, we've got a buffer chest. I don't want to take from the buffer chest. I want to take from this conveyor. So let's take this from here across down here like this. We will grab another one of these and we'll stick it as close as we can like this. Then we'll do another one like this. Then we have to have a couple of block gap. And I'm hoping we can then fit another one of these down here like this. Probably just to there. And then this just needs to come down here and go all the way across. So how much is this generating? Oh, megawatts. And you know, this is, there's only 2 up and running as well. Wow. So this is obviously just a little bit better. How am I going to do this? So I don't have them yet. Oh, I don't have the splitters. They're here. Okay, well they're going to come in a second. I think for now, 2's plenty, and we'll drop a splitter in. This can go because it's dead now, but we do need a bit of power pole as this actually provides power. So we'll just drop that in like that. Okay, so that's also my power problem. Let's get rid of the recipes, and we can come back over here and think about what's next. When this is done, I'll show you what you get. But you get some, I believe it's this tech anyway. Please say it is. Yeah, we get the splitter. And that means we can have one input and multiple outputs, which will be useful up here anyway. So we need to get copper out of these. So let's get back to doing that. And I think we'll take it out on the left. No reason why not. So now we've got copper and iron. We'll come back into our little tree. Well, copper and magnets behind go into this. And what else do we need? This is just iron smelted into steel. Sure. Gears. Oh man, do we need some gears? I think gears are used in a lot of things. So this is going to be iron and copper, which is fine. And this is iron, copper, and gears and the magnets. So we kind of need to come back and get some of these done. Let's check the buildings out though. Because I believe, yeah, that's gears and plates. Circuit boards. So what was circuit boards? Copper and iron? Yeah. So we need to start thinking about how we get the right, not the right quantities, but getting the right things generated in the right place. So I'm going to do a bit of mental arithmetic and work out where I can squeeze things in, because I don't have a lot of space here for a mall really. And when I've worked that out, I'll bring you back and show you what we got to. All right, welcome back. So I've managed to unlock the research. So I'll just show you very quickly. If I grab one of these and let's just chuck it here in the middle for now. You can see it's got a number of little ports on it, right? So let's grab a conveyor and we want to chuck this in like this. Actually, do we want to do that? Is there a hole? There's a hole on the other side, isn't there? Actually, let's redo this. Let's try and make it neater. Normally I'm very hacky. Let's take this up like this. Come back to here. And we'll bring it in the top like that. Okay? So we've got an input. And all I want to do is take it from here and put it out. And here and put it out. And what you'll see is it will now evenly split everything that comes in and out. So it's a nice way of taking say a conveyor where you're only half utilizing it and then splitting it in half to get more done later. And it's just that simple. And I still haven't given any thought to what's going on over here because I keep researching more and more things too quickly. So, yeah. We might just make this a bit spaghetti. Try and throw as much in as we can and not worry about it. And this is a good point coming back to the previous episode. It's okay to refactor things and to do them again. So what we'll do is we will do something, it will be good enough, and then we'll come back and fix it later, potentially. Oh no, my research speed is slow. Oh well. Right, I'll bring you back in a second when I know what's going on a little bit more. So we've got our magnets here and we've got copper now coming in here. And that should be everything we need to make the actual magnets. And I'm hoping we get 3 of these in. Let's see. Let's set this up. Make magnets. So we need copper and magnets. Cool, that's all there. Shift. Let's find out. So these can be right next to each other. Perfect, we get 3 of them. And I'm just going to rotate the camera. And we will grab a few more of these. And we'll output the magnets on here. So that's one bit of manufacturing done. We don't need anything to be super quick here as well. So we're going to do inputs on the left where possible. And outputs, we'll do it on the right, and maybe I'll tidy up the end of that conveyor belt because, oh, what? Oh, I don't have any. Ay. Right. Please tell me I can make some though. Oh, perfect. So this gives us magnets, right? We don't need anything else than that. And we need to start thinking about buffers as well, because this is going to be a bit awkward. So we'll take this back, and what we'll do now is we'll probably just add a little bit more in here. Actually, this is a little bit much. Actually, no, let's get the chest in. So where can we fit this in? We can put this here and buffer basically everything into that one chest. We grab that. Shame I can't draw that straight in. It would have been a nice little thing, but we can just pull that straight in. Actually, no, let's use one of the fast ones because we've got 3 factories producing. There we go. And we don't have any power poles either. Are you kidding? This is why we need to get this up and working. So that's magnets. So if we come back to here, we've got 2 done. We still need to get steel, we still need to get gears, and we need to think about engines. But to do engines, we need gears and magnets. So steel only needs 1 requirement, so we're going to get that done. Gears only need 1, so we'll get that done. Now, because I've got the splitters, we can do something interesting over here, I think. And it starts by probably removing all of this and replacing. So let's get a splitter, and we'll put the splitter, I think, here. We'll take the input straight into there, and we'll put the output to there. I guess we should reconnect this back up as well, because what I want to do, if we look here, I need iron plates for this. I need iron plates for this. I do not need iron plates for anything else, I think. Yeah, I do a little bit of iron plates for creating engines. But that's it here. But on this one, I need more. So I want to take half my iron and start constructing with it. And the other half of my iron, I want to make sure it still goes on to other things. Hence the splitter. Right, so let's get you into there, you into there, you into there. To the top of these. Question is, what do we do the output? We've got copper iron. I think we'll drop drop gears. Gears will come onto that. The question is, do we want to put steel on there? This is where it gets a spaghetti mess. So let's, for now, cancel that last one. Oh no, cancel it. There we go. Because we're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure we need a bucket ton of gears. So, let's get that going. We'll put our gears over here for now on a separate conveyor, and we'll start there. Don't think we need this to be realistically any bigger. I mean, we'll see. Plenty of steel, plenty of gears. Let's come back into here. So that's that produced, that's that produced. That's all our raw stuff, plus we have some iron left over for making things. So we might as well reduce the circuit boards. And then what we can do is we can replace the copper line here with circuit boards. So to do that, we need iron as well. I'm gonna take this out of here because I think we can. We want to replace the copper, right? So if we were to, where is it? This one and then this. Let's assume that goes there, and this is going to be producing circuit boards, and we're going to need what, 4 of these, maybe. Let's go with 4. So one thing I need is to have copper coming in, which we'll do on the back because it's there. Don't want to affect iron. It's coming in the front. Still, but we can output our circuits on there, and maybe here will come down, and there we go. That gets us looking a bit neater. We'll get some storage in here for, let's do that now actually before we forget. So let's get gear storage and steel storage. So that gets those buffering. That gives us circuit boards, and I think we'll just extend this a little bit and we'll get a buffer on, because we don't have a buffer for circuit boards yet. These are really for pickup items, right? So I can come along and grab things. It's not a buffer per se where we're feeding in and pulling it out, but maybe we can do that later if we find that we need it. You go into there. We certainly do not need that many. I'm going to say 4. And you can see now, this is producing, but these are backlogging. So until these are completely full, things are going to keep going. And we'll come back in. So that's basically all this done. Circuits are done now as well. And that should take care of all our resources. And then we're left with basically things like engines. So the question that we need to answer now is, where do engines go? And what do they go into? So we don't need them for this. We do need gears and we do need iron, which is all here. So we can make our conveyor juicing here. This is iron and green circuits, which are here. The only challenge with that is they'll have to go on the left because you can only reach 3. But it does also need engines. But is this the only thing that needs engines in here? Yeah, because your iron... oh, that's going to be awkward. Because these only reach 3, don't they? We'll have to think about that. I don't think we need engines for anything, actually, that we've got in here. Okay, we need some engines for water pumps. But we're not going to automate water pumps today. There's just no point. So if we only need it for this sorter, let's get this and this one done, right? So iron, actually no, that's everything in here. Let's get engines automated because it's a few components. And I wonder if we can utilize a splitter, because actually what components do we need for the engines? We need iron, gears and magnets. Well, there's the gears, there's the irons, here's the magnets. We could actually maybe even do it in here. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this one and this one. So gears can be pulled directly from here. How many engines? I won't need a lot of engines, will I? So what I'm thinking is I do not need a lot of engines. So if I don't need a lot of engines, then I might as well just drop some in here. Right, let's say that gives me iron. Let's get a couple of these. We can pull a conveyor off here for gears. Let's configure this for engines. So we need gears, magnets, and iron. Iron's easy because it's here anyway. So we can just drag it in. Okay, so that's iron coming in. We can grab conveyors from here. Let's turn this. Can I turn this around? Where do we want this going? Something like this. We should be able to take this one onto here. That gives me access to gears. We've got magnets here, right? So I should have to bring it in on that one. The only challenge now is remembering how to make these go up and down. So up one level. Bang. That's all I need it to do. Oh, why does that not? Why can I not? Oh, because I need to go over there. So I need to go to there. Then I need to go down one level. Perfect. We've got a bit of up and over. But I think this is the joys of making it all fit. I do not need that many. Let's do that. Right. Let's get some more inputs. Hoping this reaches. It does. Just. Right, so this gets us engines out. Alright. That is looking not too bad. I'm going to build out a bit more of this. I'll show you where we're up to. Because it's really just the same of what we've seen now and wiggling some things around. So I'll bring you back in a second. So I thought it was worth bringing you back now because, as you can see here, I'm just adding a bit of height to my research. This is one of the cool things about Dyson Sphere Project. Oh, I really forgot what the name was there. I can add additional research facilities in, and you can see it's getting resources and working. And it's not quite going quick enough, so I can just upgrade this, and that will help these get more. And the way I think it works is the bottom one's got to be full, and the bottom one's full, then the others will be full. I can also just, or not maybe take all of them, but I could certainly just go in here and control click some in as well. That will help it get even faster. I mean, as you can see, actually, it's shared for the whole building, it looks like. So yeah, now they're control clicked in. You can see it just flies through a bit more. And that's just one of the cool things. There's verticality to the game as well as the general flatness. Now, we come back to our little mall. We're probably about as far as we're going to get in today's episode. We've managed to automate all of the iron and steel and copper bits. This isn't yet producing because all of the resources are going into this one. So there's a backlog first and then this one, which is kind of how you want it, because you really want the fastest stuff anyway over these little bits here. Now, if you've liked what you've seen today, then let me know in the comments. Like, just tell me you liked it. put a like on the video, and I'll try and get on board with the update that comes out on the 20th, and maybe probably a week after the update, maybe a bit more. I'll see if I can get a few episodes out. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, let me know, like I said, and I'll see you in the next one.